Maksimum bunu sunar.
Merhaba, Boom'a hoş geldin. Ben Emrah. Yine evdeyiz. Bir an önce dışarı daha sağlıklı çıkabilmek için. Bu ay seni çok sevdiğin dizilerle ilgili başka bir yolculuğa çıkaracağız. Evde geçirdiğin süre içerisinde sana dizi ve film örnekleri vereceğiz. Hatta bu dünyadan özel haberleri de. Ve bu ay White Lines dizisinin oyuncularıyla yapılan çok özel röportajı da Boom'da izleyebileceksin. Hazır mısın? Hadi başlayalım. Sinema ve müzik dünyasından en son haberler. İstersen gel beraber bir göz atalım. Mayıs ayı içinde iki efsane yıldız hayatını kaybetti. Ben Stiller'ın babası Jerry Stiller, 92 yaşında yaşama gözlerini yumdu.
What the hell did you trade JP Una for?
Yaşlılıktan dolayı hayatını yitiren ünlü yıldız, Seinfeld dizisinde George Costanza'nın babasını canlandırmıştı. Daha sonra Kings of Queen dizisinde de Kevin'in kayınpederi rolüyle büyük başarı elde etmişti.
Crazy? It's a known fact that Nixon is the Rolls-Royce of presidential shaped potato chips.
Mayıs ayında hayatını kaybeden bir diğer yıldızsa Fred Willard oldu.
I am not the prayer sheriff.
Pek çok film ve dizide rol alan ünlü yıldız en çok Everybody Loves Raymond ve Modern Family dizileriyle tanınıyor.
Oh boy, is this going to be about me going back to the grocery store?
Fred Willard 86 yaşında hayatını kaybetti. Friends ekibinin buluşma zamanı belli oldu. HBO Max adlı platformun tanıtımı için bir araya gelecek Friends oyuncuları korona pandemi nedeniyle buluşmayı ertelemişti. Edinilen bilgiye göre oyuncular yaz sonunda ekranda olacaklar. Canlı gerçekleşecek buluşma izleyiciler önünde olacak. Sinema endüstrisi bir duraksama içerisinde çünkü koronavirüs her şeyi etkiledi. Buna rağmen evde özellikle dijital platformlarda dizilerin izlenme olasılığı daha da arttı. Bu ay izlemek için yeni farklı diziler istiyorsan işte sana öneriler.
How do you tell the story of a family?
We're gonna do this together.
Council of Dads. Amerikan NBC yapımı Council of Dads ülkemizde de gösterimde.
It feels like you're still in the moment when Oliver told you that you had cancer.
Her şey yolunda giderken bir telefon sonrası aniden dağılan bir ailenin öyküsü.
And we love them like our life depends on it.
Here we go.
New Amsterdam ve A Million Things dizilerini sevenlere önerebiliriz.
I want to welcome our newest four-star general, Mark Naird, formerly number 2 at the Air Force.
Space Force. Mayıs sonu itibariyle gösterime girecek dizilerden biri de Space Force.
Through our vulnerable space satellites. POTUS wants complete space dominance. To that end, the president is creating a new branch, Space Force.
Steve Carell sevenlere heyecanlandıracak dizi, uzay yolculuğu ve uzay savaşları üzerine konumlandırılmış bir komedi.
She would have just let me race him the way he should have been raised. Maybe he would have ended up on the bottom the way he did.
I know this much is true. Dominic ve Thomas Birdsey ikizlerinin şaşırtıcı öyküsü gittikçe artan bir ivmeyle bu ay dünyada en çok takip edilen yapımlardan.
Don't you get it? Your mom is dying.
Ülkemizde de izlenebilen dizi 7 bölümden oluşuyor ve her iki karakteri de Mark Ruffalo canlandırıyor.
People you love.
Promise me, Dominic.
I'm gonna get you out of here. I promise.
Maksimum'la Boom devam edecek.
Maksimum Mobil'den bankamatik kartına veya kredi kartına anında başvurabilirsiniz. Kartınız size teslim edilene kadar dijital kartınızı e-ticaret işlemlerinde kullanabilir ya da Maksimum Mobil'i kullanarak telefonunuzla mobil ödeme yapabilirsiniz. Anında kredi kartı başvurusu için hemen Maksimum Mobil uygulamasını indirebilirsiniz.
Maksimum'la Boom devam ediyor.
Sorry. How long are you here?
Depends. I came to find out who killed my father. He disappeared off the face of the earth 20 years ago.
There will be no investigation.
La Casa De Papel dizisinin yönetmeninin yeni dizisi White Lines tüm dünyada izlenmeye başlandı. Oyuncularıyla çok özel, Boom'a özel röportajla şimdi.
Hi, Emrah.
Hi. Let's talk about Boxer. Boxer is a tough guy, but he is gentle deep inside. How can two characters live in one body?
Yeah, it's one of the things about the writing of Alex Pina. It's that the characters always have like a B side and sometimes even a C side.
Dark side.
And in this case, Boxer, it seems like a tough guy, iconic figure from Ibiza, and a guy related to the night and that lives this hedonistic life also, but actually is a very sensitive guy and a very connected with his emotions, much more than most of the people in the island.
Mr. Bota, how are you today?
Good. Nice talking to you.
Me too. So, how was your quarantine?
Still is.
Still at home.
Still is. It's taking forever, but it's you gotta do it.
Yes. So I saw all episodes of White Lines. It was a very good, very unique show. Thank you very much for this show. First of all.
Thank you.
So your character is called Oriol over there. So Oriol has family issues with his parents. He will be the future of Calafat family, but still afraid of his father. Let's talk about father and son issues.
Well, I mean, he definitely has some family issues. He also, and at the same time, he feels that it doesn't matter what he does, he'll never be good enough for his father, which also is something that he explicitly says. He says that he prefers his own daughter. He says that I'm too coward, that I try too hard. So we are a very singular and dysfunctional family where no one has the love of the other one. My mother never really cared for my father. My father tried to care for her, but never beat her heart. He never cared for me, but I did care for him. So we all very dysfunctional, which is what makes this family so interesting, because it's a very, very weird family, which also is interesting because they have a lot of power. They control the nightlife of Ibiza, they control big clubs and the future casino, and they have a lot of power.
You know, Calafat family is full of surprises. Kiki was having fun in the show, but she was when she come back to the island, everything changes. What do you think of your character? What do you think of Kika?
Well, my character Kika is a very hedonist character. She's a woman full of life and full of passion and and joy for living and positivity and a little bit of craziness in the good way. You know, she loves to dance. She loves to have a good time, and obviously, you know, she was born in Ibiza, so that kind of defines the kind of person that you are, by enjoying life and living to the fullest and having no limits. And so she leaves the island because her family is a very toxic family for her. And when the show begins 20 years later, she goes back into the island and becomes friends with Zoe, who is trying to discover what happened to my boyfriend in 20 years ago, the DJ. So it's a good reflection of the changes of the island, what it was 20 years ago, the world of drugs and too much nightlife, and how that can decay a lot of people. And it's a little bit it's a little bit, it's bittersweet in that sense, you know. There's a lot of reminiscent of the past and a lot of thinking that a pastime was better than nowadays. But it's also interesting to see the evolution of the character of Kika, because she grows a lot during the season, you know. There's a lot of positive changes for her.
He is also in charge of the Calafat family. He knows much more about Axel than Zoe, but he didn't say anything to Zoe. Is this the reason to lose her?
Well, I don't know if we can talk about that without doing spoilers. But yeah, the thing is, I think the way that he behaves, he's a very loyal guy, and he's a very loyal guy to the Calafat family, and is in a way, I always saw, when I imagine an animal for this character, one of the animals that I imagined was a dog, because it is like one of the dogs of the Calafat, of Andreu Calafat, because he's very loyal to me, he protects him, and is with him all the time, and that's one of the main reasons why he cannot give away the way he relates to that family over some foreigner that just arrived.
Oriol, as you said, a strong character. Only with he acts like he owns the island. So, on the other hand, Oriol is angry with Alex. In the beginning, Alex is a perfect friend of him. Then it changed. Why couldn't he manage this friendship?
I think affection is something very difficult for Oriol in general, and also I think the character of Alex is for all of this gang, for all the crew, for all these people that we met that were his friends. He was a sort of a drug for all of them, in the sense that they needed him, and the more they needed him and used him and were close to him, the worse that they were getting. It was addicted but dangerous.
Yes.
And it was the same for Oriol, in the sense that it was a guy that he probably admired and was happy to be with, and he was this great, attractive young musician, DJ, full of dreams.
Kika and her mother don't like each other, obviously because of Alex. How could Kika stay calm before there was another affair between Alex and her mother?
Well, my mother is on the show is a hilarious, completely cuckoo character, you know, beautifully played by Belen Lopez. I mean, she is, besides being one of the sexiest women I've ever seen in my life, she just holds her sexuality so well, because obviously, you know, well, we won't spoil it for the viewers, but she definitely is not the best example of a mother, you know.
Yes.
But what's interesting is that Alex Pina, who, as you know, it's the second time I work with him, and I will work with him until the end of time, because he's a genius, and I absolutely love that man.
You know that.
Absolutely admire him. He's the best person. I'm really lucky to be able to work with him, you know. But what he told me when he offered me the role of Kika, which is a very interesting thing to consider in the show, which is very different from other shows, and I don't think we've ever seen this on television, is usually you witness a family that falls apart on a show or in a movie, you know, like the debacle of a family or breaking up of a couple or things like that. In this show, White Lines is the other way around. You witness a family that begins being completely dismembered, completely broken, and through circumstances in the show, that family is trying to get together. It's trying to rebuild a connection. It's trying to rebuild a family unit, you know? And I think that's beautiful, because at the end of the day, family is everything. Even if you come from a really bad one, and if you try to heal those things, and heal those broken ropes, so to speak, it gives a lot of hope. And I think in that regard, it's very positive, that message in the show of White Lines, you know.
How did you prepare for all?
Well, I had to. I had to do a lot of exercise because since I was about to play a bouncer and a very tough guy.
Really?
Alex Pina told me that if I could get the most fit I could and the most big I could, so I had to do a lot of gym work.
Yes, we saw you.
Yeah, and then I had to prepare to speak into. I'm Portuguese, so I had to prepare to speak in English and Spanish, and that was quite difficult. It's always hard to act in a language that is not our mother language. So it's because it's when I say mother in English, for instance, there's no connection, emotional connection. When I say in Portuguese, which is mãe, I said it already 1,000 times with so many different emotions.
Yes,
that's something in the word that relates emotionally to me. So that's one of the main difficulties in preparing for this show, was to prepare to speak in a different language.
Of course, he's a troubled person. After having this role, how did you prepare for your character? He has storms inside.
Yeah, well, I don't think I've ever played a character that suffers so much. I don't think I've ever played a character that goes through so much and so many. I had this joke with the writers. Used to tell them that, so whenever you don't know what to write, you just Spanish Oriole. That's what you guys do. And they told me, yeah, that's actually what we do. I mean, when we're lost, we just say, let's Spanish Oriole for something. I have this, I'm tortured about my mom. There's the thing with the tattoo. I have a frog. I go through this journey with a frog. I had a frog in my eye. I had a fight. Everything, I think I'm guilty. Everything is, my father doesn't love me, my mom, it's very strange what's going on with my mom. So everything is, this is a character that will never fit his own shoes, that he's desperately trying to be the man that he thinks he should be, and he's never gonna fit in.
There are similar behaviors between Kika and Marta.
Well, you know, when Alex offered me the role and he told me about, I mean, he saw my work in The Pier, you know. I think, did The Pier make it to Turkey?
I'm sorry?
The other show that I did with Alex, after Money Heist.
La Casa De Papel, huh?
La Casa de Papel, but after he did another show that I did with him called El Embarcadero.
No,
The Pier.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen that yet. I think it's in Turkey. I can't remember what network, but look it up because it's also a fantastic show. It's very different from La Casa de Papel, but it's very good. And it's a very, the role that I played in that show called Katia. Alex Pina likes to give me names with K's, Katia, Kika. Was very similar to who I am as a person, you know. And then when he called me to offer me the role in White Lines, and he started describing it, I said, "Did you just Google my life and decide to basically mold it for me?" You know, because I grew up in Ibiza.
Really?
I left Spain. I went to live in the United States. I went to live in New York to study university. Then I came back. I mean, obviously, thank God, I don't come from a fucked up family. My family is amazing. My parents are the best. So, you know, all those other things obviously are fictionalized and Alex Pina style, you know, like very larger than life and crazy scenes that really surrealistic things happen. I had a much more normal life, but as far as personality, as far as character, Kika is an extension of me, for sure.
You're a DJ like me, actually. I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
I've been doing my job since 1992. I'm working for PowerApp right now. Did you play music for your friends between shooting the scenes? They also know.
Well, I did.
DJ.
I helped them. I helped Danny Mays that plays Marcus. and Tom that plays Axel in how to deal with the vinyls and how to deal with the mixtape.
Really?
And I helped them. Yeah.
They didn't know anything about DJ.
No, they were having classes also, but I helped them a lot. I gave them a lot of tips while shooting. That's one of the things. And then I DJ'd in the final party of the show. When we ended the show, we did this huge party and I DJ'd for them.
We all know music is the healer, but at one episode, you use music as a punishing instrument. Actually, a high volume of music. I was affected with the scene. So he was a very pity man. So what did you think about that scene?
I think it was a very, it created a very powerful image. The creators of the show, they're very, I think they're very good creating these strong situations, these strong images that really get you. I mean, that really, it's very difficult for you to forget those things once you've seen them. It was a wonderful set, and there was the irony of the guy I'm torturing is a DJ. His life is playing music. He needs to listen to music. Yes. So that's why it's so painful for him, because he might not be very bright as a man, but he's definitely someone who's in love with music, with his that's his passion and that's his career, and I destroy that. Yes. His Oriol is a very weak and sensible man.
Would you like to tell something for your Turkish fans?
If they have time on May 15th, they should watch White Lines. It's a great show that's coming up and full of music and fun and full of all the things that here in Spain we cannot do at the moment, which is going out and having fun.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. See you.
You too.
What would you like to say your Turkish fans?
Teşekkürler, right?
Nice, thank you very much.
That's the only thing I could remember, because Turkish is, I speak many languages.
Really?
6 languages, 6.5.
6 languages, oh my God.
Almost 7, because I'm studying Russian now. But so I went to Turkey with my friend Sinem. She lives from New York, and she invited me a few years ago. And I thought, I speak so many languages, I'm gonna learn Turkish so quickly. Impossible. Impossible. But I did know how to say teşekkürler, and in every restaurant I would order patlıcan because I loved it.
Patlıcan, yes. So you should be here for vacation, Istanbul. Your
I know. I love that place. I want to say to all my Turkish fans, thank you for your support. Please enjoy White Lines. It's a wild ride. It's a very different from Casa De Papel. It's a different theme, but you will see the stamp of Alex Pina and the crazy characters, the roller coaster of emotions. Spanish people, English people, the cultural clash, because we're very different.
Thank you very much, Ms. Millen.
You're welcome.
Conversation. See you in Turkey.
See you in Turkey. I hope you enjoy White Lines.
Yes,
bye,
of course. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Actually, Boxer has a secret affair in White Lines. He wants to be tough, but he is weak for Zoe because Zoe has a complicated relations. So why does he insist of her?
Well, I think Boxer in this moment of when I think all the show, it's one of the things of the show. It's about how you get old and about the choices that you made when you were 20 and now they affect you when you're 40, and what is it going to be the rest of your life from now on. And I think most of the characters the show it's between 96 and now, and most of the characters that live in the present, they're having issues about that moment in their life that they're into, how old they are, what was their past, and I think Boxer is in a moment of reflection of that. Is in a moment where he is starting to realize that he's going to he reached half of his life. So now it's not, he lives in Ibiza, in this world of clubs and parties, and now he's feeling mature for the first time, I think. And now I think Zoe catches him in a moment that he's trying to reflect what was his life and what is going to be from now on.
What would you like to say your new potential Turkish fans?
Oh, I never been to Turkey, and it's one of the places that I really want to go.
You should come to see Turkey.
Now, yeah, no, definitely. Now that Netflix is going there and that White Lines is going there, I hope that I will get invited soon to go there and to visit, because I really want to see the
So country. Please promise me, when you come to Istanbul, visit our radio station PowerApp. Maybe we can do a special DJ set with you.
I will. That would be amazing.
It's been a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you very much. See you soon in Turkey.
See you soon.
Nice
Bye.
Day. Bye.
Bye.
Boom'u izlediğin için teşekkürler. Ben Emrah. Boom, Power aplikasyonun YouTube ve Videocast hesaplarında ve Power TV'de. Gelecek ay yine çok önemli bir dizi ve başrol oyuncusuyla çok özel bir röportaj daha var. Görüşmek üzere.
Maksimum Boom'u sundu.